Hey everybody, welcome back for another shaving video. Tonight I'm going to be shaving with a product that hasn't gotten a ton of love on some of the channels. It's from Crown King. It's the Immortal Peach. It was released this past summer as a seasonal scent, and it's just kind of lingered around on the on Phoenix's website, and I think he just recently took this down, but I think it's going to return this summer. And it's a great scent. One thing about this, it's the fragrance oil in this is a plant-derived fragrance oil there in the Immortal Peach, and as such it gives a great peachy scent. And being from Georgia, I love anything peach. I mean, that's what the one thing the state of Georgia is known for is peaches. So yeah, so has that sweet peachy scent. And today for my shaving brush I'm going to be using the fine stout with the angel hair bristles on it there. Get a little bit of water in that. Get a little water here on the soap itself. And I'm going to begin building a lather there. And this formulation of soap just does a great job. This has the cocoa butter in it. It just really helps make for that smooth shave. Okay, so we've got a good load, and we're going to close that soap right on up and put a little water on the face. Begin working a lather in. Scent strength on this is just about an 8, 7. I mean, you can tell it's there. And I've shaved with this soap. I bought it when it came out. And as with all of the Phoenix or Crown King, well, this is a Crown King product, but as with all of the Phoenix / Crown King stuff, it does a great job. But yeah, good scent strength, and it may even be more if you bloom. But if you don't want to bloom, don't bloom. I personally don't. But to each his own. Okay, I think we've worked that in pretty good. Alright. And for my shaver today, I'm going to be using the Dreadnought Spartan. This was given to me. I really think that this is a D89. I mean, call me crazy, but it looks just like a D89. It's got the Mula head on it. It feels good. Got it loaded with a Gillette Silver Blue blade. Good residual slickness on this Crown King stuff. So, what's happened? What have I done since the last video that I made? I went and saw Star Wars Rogue One. Something that a lot of you may not know about me is I'm a Star Wars nerd. And if you have not seen Rogue One, and you are a Star Wars fan, you will love it. If you have not seen Rogue One and you are not a Star Wars fan, it will probably make you a Star Wars fan. It is a great movie, great story, fills in some gaps, and I'm not going to say a whole lot, but I enjoyed it because I follow the story. I know the story, and it's really good. And speaking of being a Star Wars nerd and a Star Wars fan, last week there was a great disturbance in the Force. As Carrie Fisher, the actress who played Princess Leia, passed away. We definitely miss her, and we don't yet know if she's going to have a bigger, if she's going to, in the latest installment of the Star Wars storyline, episode 8 was finished filming before she died, and episode 7, The Force Awakens, came out last year. They had just finished filming episode 8 when she passed away. We do know that, well, I'm not going to say anything. One character, I won't say who, but one character, for those who may not have seen The Force Awakens, one classic character died. That character did, of course. We don't know if her character met the same fate in episode 8. Some of you may know, but I don't. The movie's not come out yet. But if her character did not meet the same fate, then we get into talking about the ethical arguments for and or against using CGI technology to have that deceased actor to continue to play their part. So if she has a continued storyline, if Princess Leia continues in the storyline but beyond episode 8, I don't know what they're going to do as far as continuity with her character, because I don't think that it would be wise at this point in the franchise to bring another actress in to play that part. But I also don't know how I feel about putting a deceased character's face on somebody else's body just because you have the technology to do so. I'm not saying that I'm against it, but I'm just saying that I don't know what to think about it. I can definitely see how it helps the story. But I also see the arguments of the ethical standpoint of it. Okay, final pass. So, what are your thoughts on that? Leave comments below. But you know, for many of us, I say for many of us, for many people, in the final installment of the original Star Wars trilogy, which was Return of the Jedi, which was actually episode 6. See, if you haven't watched Star Wars, Star Wars was made 4, 5, and 6. And then like 20 or so years later, episodes 1, 2, and 3 were made. And now here we are, around 20 years removed, I believe, from episodes 1, 2, and 3 being made, and now episodes 7, 8, and 9 are being made. But if you remember, and those of you who have watched Star Wars, in Return of the Jedi, Carrie Fisher, the actress who played Princess Leia, a beautiful woman, wore a metal bikini. And for many, Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia in that metal bikini, brass bikini, whatever it was made out of, was the first one to make us realize that girls weren't quite so icky. Those of you who have watched Return of the Jedi, you know what I'm talking about. And those of you who, if you watch, you guys, you watch Return of the Jedi, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Because, yeah, it was, she was beautiful. But, didn't mean to just talk about Star Wars in this video, but anyway, it happened. Don't think I'm too big of a nerd. I've loved the movies ever since I was a kid, and it's carried over into adulthood with the rebirth of Star Wars. A new generation is enjoying it, and it's great. But anyway, Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. Thank you for giving us that great character, and you will be missed by your fans. So anyway, back to the shave. Kind of cold water rinse there, and that's BBS all the way around. That Dreadnought Spartan does a good job. Like I said, I really think that it's, and some of you may know, but I'm almost 100% sure that this is a rebranded DE89, so that's what that is. Again, was gifted to me, and I appreciate that. Okay, for the post-shave, I'm going to use, I like to match mine, and I grabbed it while my fingers were wet or something, or oily, and I smeared the writing there. It was my fault. I hate doing that to my labels, but it doesn't change what's inside. I'm using the Immortal Peach aftershave again. This is a, I believe this is also, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is also a plant-derived fragrance oil in here. And like everything that is made by Crown King and Phoenix, this lasts, the scent on this aftershave lasts a long time, because they're made to. They're aftershave colognes, not just aftershaves. Alright, so I think that Immortal Peach has been taken off of the website, but if it's not, grab this before it's gone. I don't believe it'll return until the summer, but Douglas, I hope you bring this back. This is great. This is a good scent, and your soaps, of course, are good performers. I don't care what anybody says. It just smells great, does a wonderful job. And I hope you enjoyed the shave. Thank you for stopping by and watching and listening to me talk about Carrie Fisher and Star Wars. That was the conversation today. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, remember to mind your angle and keep the blade moving.